What's up, guys? Brett Okamoto from ESPN, joined by Arman Tsarukyan, who joins us. It's hard to tell, but from his car, it's nighttime over there in Thailand, where he is doing a little bit of vacation, a little bit of appearance work for a Russian promotion over there in Thailand. Arman?
Yes, thank you for inviting. Yes, I supposed to be at home already, but the press conference was so long and the fighters starting to fight each other. That's why um it's like it took so long and so I couldn't get home and that's why I'm giving interview from my car. Sorry for that.
No, man. No, we appreciate you joining us over there in Thailand. And then when you say you should be home by now, where is home for you now?
I mean, not home like in hotel, so like to give interview from there.
Ah, I
Yeah,
see what
but
you're
my
saying.
Yeah, but my home in Russia, in Krasnodar. So my family live there, but I spend mostly time in US because of training camps, fights, and it's better to be there just in case you can get the fight earlier.
Yeah, and I obviously we're going to get to a whole lot of things that happened last weekend, but we might as well. You and I were just talking off camera about you're going to Newport to help Khamzat Chimaev finish up his camp. It's about 6 weeks away, I suppose. So actually, not finish up. Like you guys are having camp for Khamzat over there in California, leading up to Chicago, huh?
Yeah, it's like I think 7 weeks. He's supposed to come July 15. But
Mhm.
he called me 1 week ago, bro. I'm coming June 30. I said, bro, I'll be out I'll be in Thailand. He said, okay, I'm gonna rest a couple days. When you come back, we will start. But I saw like a picture. He already started to train. He doesn't wanna rest even.
Last question on that, and then we'll get to last week. But how is it training with Hamzat? I mean, obviously, there's so many stories about what that guy's capable of in the gym, going back for about 10 years. What is it like for you to get in there and roll with him?
I mean, Hamzat, he's a tough guy, and he doesn't care if you're lighter than him, more than 25 pounds. He just go hard with everybody, and it's good. It's good for me, I get a lot of like experience, and I feel like if I can wrestle with him, I can wrestle with anybody.
I would think so, man. And he's probably weighing what when he comes in? You said 25 pounds. Is that about how much he weighs more than you when you guys go?
He's like 205, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully I'll be able to get out to California and see you guys. In the meantime, let's talk about what happened last weekend. You've had a little bit of time for the dust to settle around UFC 317. There's obviously a ton of different things I can ask you. I think where I'll start is just how do you feel? How do you feel about how the week went? What are some of your just general thoughts coming off? Like what have you found yourself thinking about since everything that happened last weekend?
I was a backup. I made my weight, and I was waiting for the if something happened, just jump in the fight. I was ready. I had a good training camp, and I had a good weight cut, so I was ready for the day. And you always have a chance. Like people can get hurt or like they can get sick or something, and that's why I said, okay, I gotta be there. I gotta be ready, and I gotta make weight and. Not just for money, just for the opportunity, and to show you see that uh I'm a guy who is gonna fight even like if you're gonna tell a couple hours before.
Yeah. Did you feel like Um, your relationship with the UFC is any different after last weekend than it was going into the weekend? You know, obviously with the situation that happened in January, you having to pull out of a fight the day before, but then going in there and doing this as a backup fighter, do you feel like you guys are in a better place because of what you did, or is there any kind of difference?
I mean, no, I mean it's the same situation. I have never issue with the UFC. I have always a good relationship, but just one the thing that always Donna say that I had a weight issue, and that's the worst thing because I have never had a weight issue, because I hurt my back, and that's the thing. Like the doctors didn't tell him like the right decision, that I hurt my back, not like I had a weight cut issue. And like how you can have weight cut issue if you know about your fight before 6 7 months, and you gotta be unprofessional, and like these guys never be on the top five even contenders. You've been waiting all your life for that fight, and you're not gonna make the weight. I mean, even from the pictures, you can tell I was so lean, and never was lean like that as well.
Has this been like a hard part for you in your career where like you worked all the way up, you were 24 hours away from a championship fight, which is what you've been working towards. And now it's like you had the back issue, but I think people forget. I mean, as you've seen, like Dana forgot. Like Dana announced it in January as you had injured your back, but now in June he's saying you missed weight. Like I just think people almost kind of assume it was a weight issue and you just haven't been able to get back in and compete. Like has that been difficult on you? Like are you just like really like can't wait to get a fight booked? Has this been a tough year for you because of that?
Yeah, of course, it's a tough year, and like people think like because I had a weight cut issue, that's why I said okay, I have a back problem. It was like a uh, uh, I mean that I have a MRI, and it's like what happened with my sciatic nerve, and like, but I didn't show anybody because I know on my own, like I'm the a real guy, and I don't wanna like to show everybody, oh, you see, you're wrong, like I get the back issue. I mean, I understand Dana, he has like 1,000 fighters, how he's gonna remember everything, and that's why maybe he forgot and said again about my weight issue. So, and even you see the UFC nutritionists, they work with me. They used to work with me, and they always ask about my weight. And on the fight week, I was already 170 pounds on Monday. It's like 15 pounds,
Hmm.
and usually cut like 12 pounds last day. But before 5 days, I was 15 pounds over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're going to get a chance, obviously. All of this will be, I think, forgotten once you get back in there. Now, of course, the question is who you're going to get back in there against. Ilia had a pretty special week, of course, and I want to ask you your take on his confidence because it seems to be getting a lot of attention. Like, I will even say, me personally, like him posting a video of him celebrating the win the day before he fights Charles, and then when he walked out, I'm not the only one that commented on this, that it just like that was a special level of confidence. Is that something that like you agree with as well, or you being like in the game yourself, do you think that we're kind of making something out of nothing, or is the belief and the confidence of Elia worth talking about right now? Is it something special, or is it something that you've seen before?
I mean, he trains hard, he hits hard, and he believe himself, and that's why he goes so happy, so confident, and celebrate one day before, because he knew already he's gonna knock him out. Uh, because there is like a little bit chance to for Oliveira, because he not gonna take him down. He's not gonna overstrike him. He has good grappling, and that's all. So how he's gonna be? That's why he knew already. Like this is the best matchup for me, and 99.9, I will win that fight. That's why he was super confident. But with me, he's not gonna be super confident. I
You don't
know that.
think you don't think so? You don't think he'll walk out to the cage looking
I
exactly
mean,
like
he
that?
he can be confident. He can celebrate the winning, but like just after the fight, he's gonna cry.
Did
That
you
he lose.
Do you feel like you learned anything about his power? Obviously, when some guy moves up a weight class, we're all like, oh, will his power translate? Will his power translate to knockout in the first round? Did you feel like you learned anything about his power, or is that still kind of still we still got to find out? He's got to do that a few more times for us to really say that he's one of the harder hitters at lightweight.
No, no, he for sure he is one of the stronger guy. the who he hits so hard for sure, especially like in the first rounds, and that's why he needs someone like me who is gonna over wrestle him and like make him tired.
There was basically one grappling exchange in the fight. I mean, the fight only lasted for half a round, right? But Charles was able to clinch up to him, kind of drag him down, but then Ilia was able to sort of reverse the position and end up on top. Obviously, I feel like you are going to be looking to grapple him if that fight happens. Did you learn anything? Like, what were your observations about the way that they tied up and then how it hit the floor?
I mean, before the fight, I was preparing for Ilya for my. I thought Ilya is not gonna pull out, and there is a chance that Oliveira not gonna make weight or something happen because he already pulled out, and he's old. Always can happen something. That's why we decided with my coach, like, train more specific for Topuria uh, because he's younger and he's moving up, so he's not gonna have weight issue, and that's why I already know like what I should do, and I already have had that training cap for him. So, and that's why that fight didn't show anything for me.
What do you think he would
And
have done if Charles missed weight? Do you think Ilia would have been like, "Yep, let's go, Arman, I want it." Do you think he would have? What do you think would have happened if Charles would have had issues?
yeah, for sure he's gonna fight me because you already there, you already made the weight, and so and I mean, he knows that I'm next. He just want to call out any different names for the easy money, but like you see, and everybody knows that I gotta fight him.
What's more exciting for you, the idea of what you had in January, taking on Islam in a rematch and the Habib camp and everything that Islam represents, or now taking on Ilia, this guy who has a lot of now attention and he's coming off of these three knockout wins. Which one is more exciting for you?
For me, more exciting Islam because we had that history. It was my first fight in the UFC, and Islam. When you beat Islam, it's a little bit, it's a different level fighter. He's
Hmm.
a complete fighter. He's not just Ilya who can just box and defend the wrestling a little bit. But Islam, he's a complete fighter and a different level fighter.
Are you pretty disappointed to see him move to welterweight then?
No, I wasn't, because he deserved to be a two times world champion. Two times UFC, two weight class champion. So I'm just happy for him, and I hope he's gonna be two times champ, and I'll become a 155 champ, and we will fight.
Yeah.
That's
So
the best case for me.
So you're standing there at UFC 317, and Ilia wins, and then he gets on the mic, and he does mention you, and you are shown on camera, but then all the attention quickly moves to Paddy, and then Paddy actually goes into the octagon. I know you said afterwards, I think you told DC that it felt a little WWE. In that moment, like, were you feeling angry? Were you feeling like what kind of emotion? What were your thoughts going through when you're like, man, they're really going to bring Paddy into the cage and they're going to shove each other? Like, how are you handling that in real time?
It's hard because I was a backup, made the weight, and I'm number one contender, and this guy number 8 or number 9, and like they trying to push him because he has a hype and followers on Instagram. But uh, I was disappointed. But when I heard what Dana said, I understood they're not gonna give him chance. So, and then I said, okay, that's good. So,
Do you think Patty's good, or do you think he's just hype that's going to fizzle out at some point, or do you think he's legit?
he's legit. He's legit, but not like a top fighter, top 5 fighter level. He can beat like Charles maybe now, because nowadays he can beat Charles. He can beat maybe Gagey, but he never gonna beat Topuria, me, Islam. Who is on the prime right now.
Hmm.
He
So what
can
do you
beat
think?
the people who is almost retired or lost fights.
Hmm. So what do you think's going to happen here? How is this going to shake out?
So I'm gonna fight for the title with Topuria. Uh, Paddy is gonna fight with Gagey, and then I'll get the fight. I'll get the title, and then if Paddy wins, I'll beat Paddy, and then Islam.
Hmm. Do you
If
think, sorry, go ahead.
if if UFC wants, if they're not gonna give me the title fight, so let's see what options they're gonna give it to me. And but anyway, I'll be champion. I know it's my belt. Just takes time to get it.
Do you think Islam is going to win uh, when he moves up to welterweight?
I hope so. I hope so. It's gonna be hard. That guy is he's so good. He looks so good on his last fight.
Jack.
Jack, he's so good. Good boxing, good movement. Uh, good good defense from the from the cage, from the wall. He defends very well. On the middle, in the middle, I didn't see because Bilal didn't try to wrestle him in the middle. I don't know. He tried wrestle against the fans and he couldn't take him down. He was trying the same thing, but he did mistake. She should try to wrestle in the middle, because some people defend very well on against the cage, but in the middle it's a different game. So and I know Islam, he can change his game plan every round, so that's why I believe he's gonna take him down and just hold him or choke him.
What do you think stops you from putting Ilia on the same level of Islam? Like, I really like it actually that you said that Islam still means more to you, that that win would mean more to you. But what would Ilia have to show? Because you said Islam is a complete fighter and Ilia is a dangerous boxer. His ground game has looked pretty good to me. What have you seen in him that stops you from putting him on the same level of Islam?
If he beat me, he's gonna be on the same level as Islam. He
That would
gotta
be the
beat
first.
like someone like me, who can wrestle.
Yeah.
He just had the easy fights on his career. He beat legit fighters, but not on their prime. If he met Volkanovski 5 years ago, 4 years ago, Volkanovski just eat him.
Hmm.
But now Volkanovski, he drops. He's old. He's not there anymore. He he competes, yes, but like his chin not there anymore.
Hmm. If you don't get the title fight, it seems like there's some heat and some uh, momentum to you fighting Dan Hooker. And Hooker has said he'd be ready for October, November. What is the likelihood, do you think, of that fight? How likely could that be your next fight?
It's too long. I don't want to wait.
Hmm.
If they're gonna say Hooker, I don't wanna wait October, November for the Hooker. I wanna fight as soon as possible and fight for the title at the end of this year. So I wanna fight in August and then fight for the title because Ili is coming back probably at the end of November or October, and end of this year. So, and if I'm gonna fight in August and then at the end of this year would be great. Dan Hooker, he wanted to fight me international fight week, and then he shut up and didn't say anything. I mean, that fight never happened. He just talks. I mean, if it had happened, it's just a waste of time. UFC gonna waste their time. Me, I'm gonna waste my time, and then Hooker gonna waste their time. I'm just going there, just take him down, just choke him out in the first round, and just UFC just gonna uh, send just free money, for me. They
Well,
don't
I
need
hope
that.
I hope they figure
They
it out
should
all
they,
soon.
they should just send me a contract with Ilia, and that's all.
Yeah. I mean, whatever contract they send you, I hope they send it soon because I want to know what's going to happen with this 155-pound division. In the meantime, yeah, we'll see if I can get it out to California, see you and Khamzat. Are you actually
Thank
going to corner him or are you're just kind of a part of the
no
team like to have him in
no no no,
California?
just a part of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool. Well, I hope we get some
yeah.
news
Let
on
me
you.
know.
Hope we
Let
get
me
some news
know.
on you.
Thank you. Thank you
And
so much.
I'll
Always
see you
good
out in
to see
California,
you.
man.
Yeah.
You too, bro.
Bye bye.